Hello, Internet. Yet again, it is I, the one, the only. I hope I'm the only. Ethan. For those of you who don't know me, of course. For those of you who do know me, why? Anyways, back to the next installment, the third installment of my daily journey. So far today, I had a really, really rough morning. Won't lie. Very rough morning. I tried to make up for it by praying, meditating. When those weren't working, I just let myself cry it out. And so I guess that's what today's video is kind of about, is not being closed off to the idea of letting yourself feel what you need to feel. Obviously, progress is not linear. You're going to have days that are good. You're going to have days that really, really suck. Because I had a good day previously. I've had a couple of good days, but then I've also had moments in those days that were pretty rough. And like today, I had a really, really rough start of my day. The start of my day was rough. But you got to just let yourself feel it out sometimes. You got to let yourself feel what you're going to feel. If you're feeling like you're angry, you got to let yourself feel angry. If you're feeling depressed, you got to let yourself feel depressed. If you're feeling like you're going to cry, you got to let yourself cry. And as a man, you may feel less inclined to do so because typically as men, we're viewed in this light, whereas if we cry or are vulnerable in any of those sort of capacities, then perhaps we're viewed as less than or less masculine, more effeminate, so on and so forth. But that's not necessarily true. You're still just as manly, if not manlier, for allowing yourself to be open and vulnerable and to cry. It's just a part of life. Everyone cries. Everyone gets emotional. To say that you don't would be a lie. Don't do that to yourself. Don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to others. Be honest. Be open. Be vulnerable. Because a lot of the times, not doing those things, not being vulnerable, not being open, not being honest, not allowing yourself to just cry, will typically just end up in a lot of pent-up emotion, anger, resentment, confusion, depression, and ultimately will probably lead to you doing something that you might regret. And I've done a few things that I regret out of having those pent-up emotions. So I can kind of speak to it because I've done it a lot growing up. I grew up very much thinking that same way of, real men don't cry. Real men don't show emotion. Real men are stoic. They take it, brush it off, move forward. But the truth is, you can still be stoic and take life's hits, brush them off the shoulder, and then still just feel the need to cry sometimes. That's perfectly normal. It's perfectly okay. It's abnormal to expect yourself to be able to take all of the things that life throws at you and not feel a little overwhelmed every once in a while, not feel like you need to cry every once in a while. And so that's what I did today. I cried. A lot. But I'm okay. Right now, I feel pretty okay. And that's just how life is. That's how progress is. You win some, you lose some. Sometimes you feel good. Sometimes you feel great. Sometimes you feel like you just want to end it. And that's okay, so long as you don't actually end it. You just keep working. You keep working towards better. You keep pushing yourself towards better, towards being better, towards getting better, towards earning better, towards living better, towards eating better, towards just having everything be better. That's what matters. Because at the end of the day, the only person that's ever really going to be there for you is yourself. If you don't show up for yourself, how could you expect anyone else to? And that's what I've been working on for myself as well. That's what I've been trying to do. Other than me and my relationship with God, other than that, all I have is myself. If I'm not going to be there for myself, how can I expect anyone else to? So I'm loving myself. And this might be weird to say on camera, but I've been practicing affirmations every morning, every afternoon, just reminding myself that, yeah, it is just me. And I do love myself. And I have to love myself. And you should too. You should love yourself. No matter who you are, no matter what you're going through, as long as you love yourself, that's all that should matter. Now, obviously, that's not to say that you can't worry about other things, that you can't, try to deal with other things, try to obtain other things like love from another person. I get it. I crave it too. But you need to love yourself, because someone else loving you is going to be a lot more difficult if you do not love yourself. It's going to make it a hell of a lot harder for that person to want to love you if you cannot love yourself. So I've been loving myself, showing up for myself, being there for myself in all the ways that I can, because that's all you can do. And at the end of the day, it's kind of all that matters. Because when you die, God forbid, you are going by yourself. So why not love that person? Why not love that person that you're going with? Why not love yourself? Love yourself. Love yourself. Deep breath. And remember, always try to be better. Always strive for better. Never allow yourself to fall a victim of the situation that you're in. You are better. You are stronger. You will make it through it. You will be okay. Don't allow your life to be put on pause because you're going through things. Because life will not pause for you. Life will not stop for you. The world will not stop rotating for you. So just try. Just get up today and try. If you try and you feel like, yeah, the day whooped my ass, I don't think I can make it any further, I don't think I want to try anymore, like you genuinely just had a really, really rough go of it, then you know what? Okay, take a breather, sit down, lay down maybe, take a nap, take a breather, but then come back, try again, and do that every single day. Show up for yourself and try again, because it'll make the world of difference. Especially once you do get to a place where you feel better and you feel okay. You don't want to look back and say, oh, I feel okay now, but I threw everything else away in the process, so now I have to start all over again. Work on it now. So that way when you do feel okay, you're not only just okay mentally and emotionally, you're okay in every other way possible. Don't start disappearing from the world, cutting friends off, deleting social media, all of those things just because you're in a bad place. Work on them, continue to develop them, keep everything building. So that way when you are okay, everything else is right there where it should be, in the way that it should be, for you when you're okay. That's kind of it. As always, if you appreciated this video, this message, like, comment, subscribe, so on and so forth, whatever, what have you. If you feel as though you need to talk or you need someone to just be there to listen to you, you can always hit me up on any of my social medias, Instagram, Snapchat, email, whatever, what have you. It will be linked in my description, as it always is, because I am always here for you. You are not alone. You are never alone. And if no one else told you today, you are loved, you are special, you are deserving, you are worthy. And that's not just me saying that to you, that's me saying it to myself as well. See you next time.